Welcome. We're going to show you guys how to put your FCS fins on your Flyfoil boards today. We've got a little setup here in the van. So we're going to try the GoPro with the board, and we're going to little mount up here. So a couple of bungees. Okay, so when you get your board, you're going to have 4 fins. It's a quad fin setup. You're going to have an FCS key. So everything you need is right there. There's your little key, and you'll notice there's 2 bigger fins and 2 smaller fins. Okay, now the fins are also different, left and right. So you'll actually see they're smushed together, and if you open those 2 up, you'll see that there's a flat side and a curved side. So curved side out. Now the smalls go at the back, and the bigger ones, they're asymmetric as well, they'll go at the front. So it might seem a bit counterintuitive because everyone's used to having their big fins on the back of their surfboards and stuff like that, but this is basically, a quad is an evolution of a thruster, and so these 2 little fins at the back do the job of 1 bigger fin. So a true thruster has 3 fins the same size, and this is a quad, so it has 2 smaller fins spread out. So this is the FCS system, and let's just start with this one. I think you can see I'm pushing you across this board, so for sure you can see this one here. There's 2 tabs, and there's 2 slots, and there's an Allen key in each of those. So we're going to put the Allen key in, and then we're going to wind out that little screw, and if you look down the slot you don't want to see anything intruding, so back that out. And don't lose these, so don't do this on the sand because you might lose a screw and then you'll be pretty sad. Okay, so with those backed out, this should just go in no problem. A little bit of force, there you go, push it all the way down. And I'll wind up those FCS, and they don't have to be super tight. It's just going to be snugged in there. It won't come out unless it really needs to. So if you hit a rock, for sure you want this fin to break out, break the tabs before it rips the board, because you don't want to damage your board, yeah? Okay, so that's 1 fin, simple as that. Let's go to the back here, make sure you can see that. These are a little bit offset, and that's the way they do those. Just wind that out. It's good to have an FCS key always handy, so if you get a couple of them, put one on your key ring, I suggest. That's how I do it. So I've always got one close to hand. Okay, these are pretty snug. One end, not that end. Okay, this board is brand new. It's never had anything in there, nothing in the boxes, or hasn't been in the water yet. So these tolerances are pretty tight. Now sometimes you may need to even shave a little bit off with a razor blade, or have a look down in the hole, make sure like a little bit of resin or something didn't go down into that hole. I mean, that can happen. These are hand-built boards, so okay. Now I avoid reducing those if I don't need to, but shaving a little bit's alright. Here I've got a really blunt blade here. Let me just give that a little bit of a, just shave that very corner off just so I can get it started, yeah? That won't affect its stability in the board. Shaved off the very minimum amount. Not going in. Okay, let's look in the hole. Make sure there's no resin in there. Alright, so this is a little bit unusual, but not unheard of. I'm backing that out, and there's just a little bit of extra. Oh, I see the screw is still sticking out. I got to back it out even more. Okay. Now that's probably going to make a big difference. Perfect. Alright, so I had to really back that screw out a lot more than I thought. Boom. Okay. Now when I screw these screws back in, I mean, they want to be below the level of the deck, yeah? So I'm just looking along the board there. Okay. Okay, I'm going to call that flush. Nice. Okay. And these hole depths vary a little bit because these boxes are sanded down to fit the curve of the board too. So, you know, maybe here it's a little thinner because we've squared up to the bottom curve of the board, and they might have sanded a lot. So that means that screw is effectively, the threaded part is going to be shorter. That's it. Lots of things can happen. No two boards are exactly the same, guys. Alright, so I'm going to repeat the process on the other side here. And make sure my screw disappeared all the way back there. Yep. Okay, bigs goes to the smalls. Okay, no problem. Okay, happy with that. Okay, that's firm. Okay, oh, better back these out. 2. Come on. Oh, we've got a long way to come out. Okay, I'm unscrewing lefty-loosey. Fin's gone in nicely. And there we have it, almost. Last screw tightening up. Boom. So we've got our quad fin setup. It's looks good, ready to go. Okay, so this has been David here with another little Flyfoil tip for you. That's how you set up your brand new Flyfoil board, quad fin setup. So go out there and go ride. Take care.